Welcome to your Saga Oasis. Unlocking life's purpose. Most of us often do not spend time reflecting on this because we are busy with many worries every day, such as earning money, solving work, and managing emotional relationships. We rarely stop and ask ourselves whether we are truly happy, whether we are okay, and whether we are on the path we desire. We question those basic principles only when we encounter difficulties, failures, or sorrow. When drained of energy, unable to find a way out, we lose interest in everything around and start to turn back to ourselves. In such moments, we often wonder who we are, what our purpose in this life is, and why the things we believe in and pursue always slip through our fingers. Why, despite putting all our energy into relationships to be loved, do feelings gradually leave us like that? Why, after years of striving to conquer the peak, when we are about to achieve our goal, do we feel bored and no longer want to continue? Sometimes, life seems to become empty and tasteless, especially when we encounter psychological problems like depression. We may want to give up everything, no longer want to strive. We want to avoid everyone, give up the dreams and goals that once attracted us, and even don't know why we live. At this point, we start to wonder, what do we live for? What value to enjoy in life? Despite having gone through many years in this life, owning all kinds of material comforts, having a certain position in society, being respected and admired by others, and having loved ones by your side, you still feel nothing. You don't see that as happiness. Nature has blessed humanity, allowing us to walk freely and peacefully on this earth, to feel happy for having legs to walk, to connect with life, and know that we are still alive. For those in the final stages of cancer, every moment of survival is precious, as life and passing can be just a few seconds apart. The remaining time might be very short, unless there's a miracle or a sudden change from within us. We have the ability to heal ourselves and connect with the energy of the universe. Instead of seeing ourselves as isolated individuals, we should recognize that we are part of this universe. Striving solely for personal gain only makes us feel more deprived and lonely. Even if we accumulate wealth and fame, we will never be satisfied. Conversely, if we spend time living more leisurely, letting go more, connecting deeper with the earth and sky, expanding our senses and consciousness, we will feel life right here, in every breath, every step, every cup of tea, in every moment of looking at the blue sky and white clouds, in conversations with those around us, and in every act for ourselves or others. That is the whole meaning of life, which often only after many years, half a lifetime, or even when nearing the end of life do we realize. Only after going through pain and challenges, or when confronted by the prospect of dying, do we truly awaken and recognize the value of each living moment. We don't come into this life just to make a ton of money, get buried in work, conquer everything, or become somebody. Our primary purpose here is to live a meaningful life, enjoying the gifts bestowed upon us by the universe. In remote villages, where time seems to stretch longer, within each day, people live differently. They work just half a day, accepting lower incomes and embracing a minimalist lifestyle. This choice allows them to spend their remaining hours each day on leisure, living deeply, taking care of themselves, their loved ones, and their community, and connecting profoundly with life. They work in a relaxed manner for about 4 to 5 hours a day, not chasing after wealth or showing off, because these things lose their meanings when confronted with the impermanence of human existence. We sometimes forget that life doesn't last for hundreds of years. Instead of wasting time on unnecessary things and chasing misguided desires, we should focus on what truly matters. Looking back, there were times when we were determined to do something, like wanting to marry someone, and we would despise anyone who stood in our way. But as time goes by, our feelings might change, even to the point of starting to dislike the person we once wanted to marry. We might find ourselves wishing that the people who tried to stop us had been more forceful in their opposition. Now, when faced with an unhappy marriage, you might yearn to leave it. But leaving isn't easy. It comes at a high cost, like having to split your assets. This process, much like life in general, is a continuous cycle of experiences and lessons learned. Within each of us lies dormant monsters. Upon arriving in this life, beyond enjoying the wondrous values that nature bestows and utilizing our talents and intelligence, we have another mission: to control our greed, anger, obsession, and heal the emotional wounds we've carried throughout our journey from our arrival to the present. This task is necessary because enjoyment comes with responsibility. If we refuse to look deep within and acknowledge our emotional scars, they will continue to influence and control our lives, making us numb to the happiness we currently possess. If these issues are not addressed and healed, our lives will no longer be our own, but merely a fated existence, barely scraping by day after day. This is a truly tragic situation. Buddha once said, "If you seek happiness, it's a matter of now or never. Don't delay or wait for tomorrow." Happiness doesn't hinge on possessions, but resides in your soul. When your soul is at peace, not disturbed by worries, you'll find everything around you, even in lack, failure, or abandonment, becomes radiant and magical. The magic in us is that once we've cultivated inner peace and happiness, we naturally want to share and give without feeling tired or setting conditions. Conversely, if you still feel a void and unrest inside, any act of giving or help comes with strings attached and demands you may not recognize. Thus, becoming a kind person might be a significant goal to strive for. Kind people don't trouble others. Wherever they go, whatever they do, they bring joy, happiness, and value to those around them. That is the ideal model and the profound meaning of life. It's the end of the video. Thank you for joining us today. And don't miss out on more videos from us by subscribing and turning on the notification bell icon.